you see him or her at home doing nothing, want to relate with anybody. Then excessive worry. We have lots of interest in things that he enjoys to do. All these are also not lacking. It seems life is collapsing, and seems the world is going to collapse on him or her alone. Okay, these are some of those areas we can also look into. Then check in perception. You'll be hearing voices and you'll be believing that you're seeing some imaginary things that others are not seeing. These are some of the signs that this person might be having. Mental disorder. When someone is started using substances, you feel good, the euphoric feeling is there, you feel high, you feel, in fact, the euphoric feeling they are getting is 10 times when the lady reach orgasm. And because of that, once the brain attached to that, there's a part of the brain referred to as reward circuit, all right, or limbic system. Once the brain registers that substance, the brain keeps on looking for how to satisfy that substance. When it pushes survival mode to the extent that they will not be able to do anything except they take that substance. All right, so let's just move on to look at common mental disorders that we have. Anxiety is good for us to be anxious. It's good for us to be anxious. If you want to do any better thing in life, let's say for you to be anxious, you want to be anxious because you want things to get done properly. Therefore, when it comes to one of the causes or mental disorders, bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is also one of those mental disorders that we have around. Just like you see someone in the morning, you feel so depressed when the children want to go to school, who care for them, you feel so depressed. When in the evening, you see the person very active, just like when they say bipolar. Between these two, you see him or her, then dementia. At times people put their glasses on. Where's my glasses? I'm looking for my glasses or khaki. So it might be a result of dementia. There is schizophrenia, which is also important, which is also common, among people that might also be having the problem. They also have clinical depression and post-traumatic stress disorders. These are some of the examples of mental disorders that we have that is common in our community. Then why is it that mental health is also important? One, there's a strong connection between mental and physical health. So if you have poor mental health, it can also lead to what physical, health issues. Then productivity. If the brain is not sound, it's going to affect your productivity and you cannot be able to work fruitfully at the same time. Coming with challenges of life. Strong mental health includes individuals who includes the need to cope with adversity. Life is full of ups and downs, different kind of issues. But ability to cope with those challenges is important. How do you treat mental people who have mental disorders? There are 3 areas which we can also use. We can also use balance and social model to treat people having mental disorders. The first one is through using maths. We're talking about maths, I'm talking about medication assisted therapy or therapy. We can use all this to treat people having mental disorders. Apart from that, we also use talking therapy, which we also refer to as psychotherapy. And all these are areas to help to reshape things. There are support groups like Alatin, Alator, MA, AACA, MA. All these groups are outside the country, those who are here in Nigeria. Now, I want you to look at this picture. What's the similarity between these 2 pictures? What's the similarity? The shape. Man, what's the similarity between these?
Looks to be that a baby in the cell and it's just like what they are.
Okay, so people believe that it's a shape. But let me tell you, the similarity between these 2 objects or picture is their central processing unit, their CPU. Central processing unit in the sense that that baby is inside the womb. When the sperm joins with the egg, the baby forms. Gradually after 9 months, we have the baby. So they won't process the baby, isn't it? Then in here, please come, sir. Now, I want to watch the countenance, watch his face. Sir, you know you're a handsome man. You're a handsome man. If this place today, someone's going to give you 2 million. Okay, you know that you're a good husband. So I can say countenance. Why is he smiling? What he's hearing is pleasant to the mind. And the mind is now processed that what this man is saying is pleasant. So, yes, this person is my friend. Let's look at his countenance again. Okay? I don't know what you do. Nothing happened now. What's wrong with you? Why are you behaving like this? Okay, that's fine. Alright, thank you very much, sir. Whatever we have, whatever we hear from people saying, it can also change our behavior. And also determine the way we react to people. But when people insult you, and you still just look at it and say, it doesn't matter now. It just insult you. And there's no big deal about it. I can still continue what I'm doing. As far as what I'm doing is right. But when people abuse you and want to abuse back, then something is wrong with you. So what you have to do is that the next slide now says that the event what happened to you is not equal to feelings and behavior, but what our feelings and our behavior. So if you want to live a mental well, if you want to live you want to have a good mental health, try as much as possible to adopt this kind of lifestyle. Because it can't be perfect. And that's it. How do we nurture our mental health? Avoid unnecessary stress. That's number one. Number two, learn to say no. If they say, oh, we are going to, I'm doing my birthday now and you have to buy actually for 500,000 and your salary is 100,000. Just say them, so sorry, I can't be able to afford it. So say no, then know your limits and stick to them. Don't take more than what you can handle. At the same time, cut down your to-do list if you plan too much. For executive officers, you have a lot of things you want to do. You can, cut down some things and do all those things the next day. Express your feeling in an open and respectful way instead of bottling them down, especially women. Okay? Try and express yourself, don't bottle things down. Okay? Then, adjust your standard. Stop setting yourself up for a failure by demanding perfectionism. Oh, I want to be perfect. I want to do everything right. Nobody is perfect. It's only God that is perfect. So just do your bit and let God take the rest. Focus on the positive. When stress is getting you down, count the things you appreciate in your life and thank God for it. Accept things you cannot change. You cannot change the behavior of other people. You can't change the behavior of other people. So just manage people and continue with your life. Learn to love. Let go of anger and resentment. Free yourself by forgiving and moving on. What we have to do, which is also important that can also help our mental health, our diet. What you eat. You are what you eat. And what we